and wow, what happened there? Hello viewers, and welcome to another of my iRacing career episodes. So here we are, this time on the Alton Park circuit, again racing my Skip Barber. Last week we had the race in New Hampshire. I enjoyed that immensely, but unfortunately never got a chance to have a second run on the circuit and apply what I'd learned. We'll have to wait until the season comes around next time, but now onto Alton Park. So I did my qualifying just to plant me somewhere around halfway on the grid. Again, I'm on a grid of much more experienced iRacers, and we're all tippy-toeing around this first lap. I get a good run out here. That guy ahead of me got on the grass, but he covers himself, and I just, with cold tyres, really you just want to be sensible at this stage. No point going for too many risky overtakes when there's a long way to go in the race. And I can see the guy behind me is much quicker than me at this stage. However, I'm just taking my line and going for the corner and keeping that line. There are some corners where some of these guys are much more aggressive than me. This is one of them, and I'm not quite turning in quick enough, but either way got through there okay. I could see the guy behind me was quicker, so I decide to just let him through here. I know he's there, but I'm more interested in finishing the race. This is my first time racing Alton Park on here. I've only ever done a few time trials on it. I've never actually raced on it. And of course in the Skippy, a car that I'm struggling with, it has to be said. So that's okay, I've let him by, and I can see the guy behind me is pretty quick as well, so I'll let him by in a moment once the opportunity is there. So it's just one line through this section, and oh, there we go. That's the moment where I just get taken out, unfortunately, and wow, what happened there? So I'm trying to recover now.
Looks like your car is toast. You'll need to tow back to pit lane, press and hold your reset button, and we'll come and get you.
So he's told me to press and hold my reset button, so that's what I did. Seems that probably wasn't the right thing to do. As I look at a replay there, so you can see from my onboard, I didn't know what was happening. So I thought, well, let's just take a look at it from the other guy's perspective, because I didn't see, you know, where he was. I just didn't know where he was when I was turning there. I wasn't aware that he was alongside me. So if we just take a look at it from the other chap's perspective, and we can see him coming up behind me, and well, he just went into the back of me basically. So really he should have lifted there, but decided to just take me out, and that was a little bit frustrating. And again, I just wanted to see it from the other car that was taken out as well. We just back up another driver here. There we go, and he gets a nice view of what happened. Oh, that's it. So I'm just following the line, and I didn't know that guy was going to go straight in the back of me. So that was it. That was the end of my race, and I wasn't very happy. I confess I was a little bit frustrated, because obviously for recording purposes I have very limited time. I didn't have the time to run this race and another race and make a video, so this was the only one I had to go with. And of course from now I'm still sitting in the pits. The other guy has been in the pits, been fixed and gone out again, and I'm still waiting in the pits for ages. Of course I'm now a lap down, or virtually I will be once I come out the pits. So I've been in the pits quite a long time, waiting, and just about ready to pull out the pits, and away we go. Away we go. So nice and slow till we get over the pit line, and away we go, back on with the race. Remembering cold tyres again, so tricky few corners on this first lap. Looking at nice and easy through here. It does take a few corners to really get the car working the way it should again. I had to get your feel back into it. I was a bit frustrated, a bit miffed really. I was now in last place, over a minute behind last place, the car in front of me, so there was no chance of catching anyone. And with the field coming up behind me, I knew that I was going to have a bit of a tough time having to let the entire field through, so I was quite conscious now that I didn't want to get in their way. Not really much point, so as soon as these guys come up on me, I'll let them by. And that was pretty much the end of my session really, so I'm taking it quite slow. I'm thinking, you know what, let's let these guys by,
on the left.
and then just get on with things and run a clean race. That's my objective now in iRacing. Unfortunately, despite letting everybody through and completing the race, it took 50 points off me, and then it said I created a collision and a black flag and everything else. So I thought it was a little bit well, frustrating really, that I was just minding my own business, taken out, and it seems to have affected me. So I came last and lost a lot of points, and of course that, from my racing perspective, means I won't be getting to Star Mazda anytime soon. So that's it, unfortunately, for Alton Park. Probably won't have the time to race iRacing until next week. There'll be another circuit then, no doubt, and hopefully I'll have a nice clean race to show you guys. I just kept on my way now. This was just doing some laps. I wasn't really going fast, wasn't really interested in going fast now. I wasn't really pushing the Skippy in any way. I just thought I'm going to go round and round, make no mistakes and complete the race. And that's pretty much how it goes for me. I can see the guys coming up behind me, so no point competing with them. So letting everybody past. Alton Park is a lot of fun to race. The Skippy is something that it's not my style. Can't say I enjoy it necessarily. It's not my style at all. But I can see the enjoyment in it once you really get the hang of it. It's one of those cars that takes a long time to really find out how to approach each corner. I mean, each corner is its own animal in this car. And there's lots of little techniques you can do in terms of getting the car into a corner, in terms of how it grips through the corner, in terms of what gear you're in, or how you lift off the power and use the grip there, and everything else. So there is lots to learn with it, but I'm just letting these guys through. Not really any point in getting in their way, because likewise, if I was lapping other drivers, I think there's nothing more frustrating than having someone in your way to all the time. So I'm going to let these guys by as well now.
Car on your left. Clear.
And continue on my way. And so now I've got these guys past. That's the fast guys that I've let pass now, and I think they're all the ones who qualified ahead of me anyway. So now what I do is I just use them as a bit of a banker. I don't let these guys get away. I just sort of stick to them for a few laps now, just to see how consistent I could have been if I'd kept on racing. And it all comes together pretty well. There's still some areas of the circuit where I'm learning new lines, such as this one. I'm still learning new lines through that corner all the time. The final corner, just a couple of different lines you can take through there. I'm not really certain the best one for me, but either way, it was a learning experience, a frustrating racing incident packed day, and I'll be back next week with another iRacing episode. But that's it from me for now. As ever, more soon.